Here we have a test that is utilizing the page object model in order to test the functionality of the application. One word of caution that I'd like to give you guys is that there are numerous implementations of the page object model that I have seen. Many, many different ones, and I'm sure there are way more than I have seen. So this is just my attempt at utilizing the page object model to write automated functional tests. It may not be the most optimal way. And so if you have any suggestions that are going to make this test better or my page object model better, please let me know, because I'm always looking to get my tests as good and as stable as possible. And I'm always willing to learn and take more advice. So if you see it, just let me know. I'd be glad to hear it. Regardless, this is the page object test that we have been familiar and we've been working with throughout this entire series. The very first thing I'd like for you guys to look at is to compare this test in its form to our recorded test. So let me pull up a new vertical tab group here. And on the right hand side, you obviously see my test utilizing the page object model. And on the left hand side is our final version of the recorded test. This was the fix 2, the one where we finished implementing everything to actually get the test to run. Look at the difference. This test is about 7 lines of code, including spaces, while this test is about 24 lines of code with very little. I mean, yes, it includes comments and spaces too. Look at the difference. It's drastically smaller in size compared to our recorded test. Look at the keyword-driven test compared to our page object test. The keyword-driven test, of course, was a little bit smaller because it started utilizing methods. But again, the keyword-driven test is 15 lines in size versus the 7 lines in size for the page object model. Now, granted that it doesn't say much about the stability of the test, the amount of lines of code, but what it does say is that our code is much smaller and cleaner, and as you will see, it's even easier to read than the predecessors. So let me close these. Now, talking about readability of the test, take a look at how easy it is to read this test. You create a new courses page. Utilizing that courses page, you're going to go to that page. Then, utilizing the courses page, you're going to click the sign-in link. Then you get a login page. Using the login page, you're going to log in, entering the user and the password that I have stored in my environmental variables. Finally, you're going to assert that something is true and that something is the student dashboard page is at. How easy is that to understand? You went to the page, you clicked the sign in link, you logged in, and then you're checking that you're logged in at the right page. Again, a readability, an extreme plus for the page object model.